Good afternoon. My name is Cantor Jason Kaufman, and I am so excited to be able to introduce you today to my husband and your next Alexandria City Council member, Kirk McPike. I believe in Kirk, and Kirk and I both believe in Alexandria and its limitless potential. I am so grateful today to have the opportunity to tell you just a little bit about the Kirk that I know and love. The Kirk that I know is a natural leader, and he is also one of the most genuine and humble people that you will ever meet. It is not in his nature to talk about himself or to tell you all about his wealth of experience. As his husband, though, it is in mine. So let me share with you some of the reasons why I am excited for Kirk to begin his campaign today and why I hope he will earn your vote. First of all, Kirk knows that politics is not about showcasing leaders, but it is about improving our communities and bettering the lives of actual people who need real results. Kirk and I both believe deeply in public service. For Kirk, the best way to achieve progress is by creating change from within. And throughout his career, that is exactly what he has done. Kirk is a natural collaborator. In fact, his model of leadership is one that supports and elevates those around him. I am so proud of him, and I love watching the pride in his eyes when he sees people in his staff get promotions or friends of his achieve success, professional or personal. Seeing other people succeed is what brings Kirk joy and satisfaction. And may I add, Kirk is brilliant. He is so smart. I'm constantly amazed at how he seems to know just about everything. As his husband, I am endlessly annoyed by this. As a potential constituent, I am impressed. I am impressed and intrigued by how well read he is and by his constant hunger for knowledge. Kirk is honest, he's dependable, he's genuine, he is an Eagle Scout. No, really, Kirk is an Eagle Scout. I have been to his Boy Scout camp in Tennessee and saw it with my own eyes. In this moment we are living in, when outrage, when anger seem to be in such high demand, don't you want someone with Kirk's kind temperament sitting around the table making decisions? I know I do. And while Kirk may be kind, do not get me wrong. Kirk knows how to advocate and fight for his beliefs. And just as important, Kirk knows when it's time to compromise, and when compromise is in the best interest of all. Even when you don't completely agree with Kirk on this issue or that, I assure you, you will never doubt the integrity and thoughtfulness of his decision-making process. Because most importantly, Kirk is a good and decent person. He's compassionate, he is empathetic, and if you can judge the soul of a person by how they treat their dog, if you have ever seen the love that Kirk shows for our dog, our beagle, Punky, then you know that that is the type of person you want on our city council. Kirk loves this city and its people more than you could imagine. He knows that this city is not defined by a single community or by a single neighborhood. And as such, he will fight to represent all of the residents of this incredible city that we call home. Alexandria is an incredible place with a history as complex and complicated as our nation's. A year and a half ago, Kirk and I got our marriage license at the same Alexandria City Courthouse that I protested in front of just a few years before with clergy colleagues. We stood outside and we protested our Commonwealth denying our right to marry the one that we love. Kirk knows the power of partnering advocacy with smart and strategic legislation and how this has the ability to transform lives. How? Because it transformed ours. Friends, it has been a long road to this moment. Kirk started his path in politics working in the Texas House of Representatives. He then helped to re-elect Dallas Sheriff Lupe Valdez, the first Latina and gay woman to serve as Dallas County Sheriff. He helped to elect our dear friend Adam Eben, a progressive champion in the Virginia State Senate. And today, Kirk serves as Chief of Staff to Congressman Mark Takano, one of the most effective progressive leaders in our nation. And in all of his spare time, he works tirelessly to elect Democratic leaders and candidates across this great nation of ours, particularly those in the LGBTQ+ community. And now I know with all my heart that it is Kirk's time to lead himself. There are so many important decisions that our beloved city needs to make over these next few years. I want someone like Kirk. I want someone kind and good and smart and compassionate. I want Kirk to serve as our next Democratic Alexandria City Council member. I hope over these next few months, we will earn your vote and you will come to agree with me. And now, straight from our living room, it is my honor, it is my privilege to introduce my husband, Kirk McPike, your next Alexandria City Council member.